The Mystara project is proud to present part 25 of the Places of Mystara series. In this video, we will take a look at two buildings player characters may have to visit. The first is the Administration Building in the Duke's Stronghold in Specularum. The second is the Administration Tower of the Great School of Magic. The Administration Building was introduced in GAZ 1, the Grand Duchy of Karamikos, on page 37. It is located within the Duke's Stronghold, in the west of the capital city of Specularum. The Duke's Stronghold is built on the highest hill in the city. The Administration Building lies in the northeast of the Stronghold, in the northern part of the Outer Bailey. To its south are hedges, and further south is the gardener's shack. The outer wall is 15 foot high, whilst the inner wall is at least 35 foot high, and contains granary towers. The construction date of the Administration Building was not provided, but it was probably constructed after Duke Stefan Karamikos came to Specularum to rule in AC 970. Given the outer wall is only 15 feet high, and the Administration Building is not visible above the wall, it is probably a single-story building. It is irregularly shaped, which in AC 1000 consisted of meeting rooms and offices. By AC 1012, it was also being used to billet visiting army captains, presumably from the 4th and 5th Divisions. It is probable that the townmaster, Lucas Tormandros, is based in this building, instead of in a city hall away from the stronghold, as Karamikos is still a conquered land, with some native discontent. Additionally, Duke Stefan believes he has the right to rule by the will of the immortals, so the townmaster has been appointed by him, to serve him, with no need to pander to other civic power groups. As the Duke's ministers and their bureaucratic support staff have their offices and sub-offices in the Low Palace, other minor officials who need to interface with the general populace may be stationed at the administration office. Visitors to the stronghold who the guards do not know well enough to trust, like low-level PCs, will probably be sent to the administration building. If the matter is worthy, visitors could be permitted to enter the inner bailey and proceed to the Low Palace. Citizens could pay fines and taxes to provosts at the administration building, so they would not have to access the inner bailey. The bailiff of the inner bailey might also be stationed here. PCs could be required to visit the administration building for a variety of reasons. They may need to pay quarterly taxes, or a fine there. They may need to seek an audience with Townmaster Tormandros, one of the Duke's ministers, or even the Duke and Duchess themselves via the open court procedure. The latter requires a worthy grievance to be presented to the gate guards, then to the administration building clerk. The clerk then authorizes the citizen to enter the inner bailey to seek an audience with the secretary of the Minister of State. And so the bureaucratic process goes on. In a military campaign, the PCs may become captains in the Karamikan army at level 8. If they are stationed in one of the borderland forts, they may be summoned to the Duke's Stronghold for military planning. In that case they would be billeted in the administration building, and be involved in meetings there as well. Turning to our next place of Mystara, the administration tower was introduced in GAZ 3, the Principalities of Glantri, on the inside cover map of the Great School of Magic, in 1987. The Great School of Magic is located in the east of the Citadel Quarter, in the east of Glantri City, the capital of the Principalities of the same name. To the east of the administration tower, across Manor Row Canal, is the high-class Silver Tower Inn. To the north, across School Channel Canal, is the Gorovich-Voslany Manor. To the south, across Parliament Waterway Canal, is the black marble of Alexanderplatz and its pink marble belfry tower. The tower looks over the dining building to the north, and a warehouse to the southwest. It gives a great vantage point to watch griffin riders coming and going from the roof of the warehouse, and wizard duels in the courtyard below to the west. The administration tower was probably constructed when the school itself was built, between AC 845 and AC 875. The first floor of the tower contains the reception and a record storage room, where registration forms, letters of recommendation for students to attend the school and other documents are kept. A large office, covered in scrolls and books, where clerks maintain records, prepare graduation diplomas, and perform administrative tasks, dominates the floor. The Master of Admission's windowless office is located on this floor. The second floor contains the faculty and student administrators' offices. There is a meeting room for the administration staff, and more storage of records and correspondence. The third floor contains the offices of the masters of each of the 8 types of magic. The fourth floor is for the teaching staff, with offices, a lounge, and archives. The fifth floor contains the school's treasury and spell component vaults. It also contains the offices of various specialists who look after the school's magical protections, legal matters, and relations with external parties. As of the 1st of Newmont, AC 1013, Erd al-Aris is the faculty administrator, Angan Forrester is the master of admissions, and Marissi Venian is the student administrator. It is not known if they held these positions in AC 1000. Angan is a 13th level magic user in AC 1013. He acts gruff and terse to scare off would-be students of low conviction.
I am Angan Forrester, Master of Admissions. Who are you and why should I deign to even acknowledge you?
In contrast, Erd is more amiable, but does not tolerate fights, except for legal duels, in the school.
Riz Gauth, I'm so surprised at you.
Forgive me,
And Fanray Cyclo, of all people, you should be ashamed.
Sorry.
You know the strict and honorable rules of engagement for a wizard's duel? If you wish to settle this matter in the proper manner, file the proper challenges.
Characters who have successfully applied to seek admission to study at the Great School of Magic will be taken by the Master of Admissions to the Administration Tower. They will pass reception and the large clerk's office before entering the Master's office to be tested. The first test involves identifying and describing a first-level spell. The second test involves casting a first-level spell and identifying its parameters. The rest of the testing is conducted in the main school building. For student needs, dormitory allocations, timetable changes, and subject enrollments, characters would need to see the student administrator. They may also need to meet with one of the instructors in their office. This concludes our look at 2 bureaucratic buildings that PCs in Specularum and Glantri City may need to interact with, namely the administration building of the Duke's Stronghold and the administration tower of the Great School of Magic.